Panyaza Lesufi is the MEC for Education in Gauteng. MEC, good morning to you. You can't prepare for a day like this from your point of view, so what now?
Good morning, Dwonks. Indeed, you can't prepare like this, but it's part of our plans. So we normally put some of these measures in place because history has indicated that during this period, we have this kind of tax. Even last year we had one where taxes were on strike during this period. So we put some mechanisms. So we put 3 strong mechanisms or proposals on to all our schools to implement immediately. One is that every learner that is entitled to write the paper must be allowed in any school. So, for example, if I see a school that is next to me, I don't have to drive to a school that I normally write my paper. So that particular school will allow you to write. There will be some delays because we give them a certain set of question papers, but we'll find a mechanism of resolving that matter.
Yeah, I was about to say, sorry, MEC, I was about to say, do they all have enough copies?
Yeah, they have contingency copies. Instead of giving you 10 copies, we'll give you, say, 13. That's how the system works. But if you have more than 13, obviously, we'll need to find something for you. The second mechanism that we put in place is that all learners will be allowed to be 1 hour late, which simply means you have until an hour for you to arrive at the exam center. The reason why, those that have written exam, they will tell you that you're only allowed to leave an exam after an hour. So you don't want, when people leave an exam after an hour, they can tell those that are coming late to say what is in the question paper. So that is why we have an hour. And other people say, why not 2 hours or 3 hours? But we can't, because there are also rules of the exam that must be observed. But they've also requested all our municipalities, because they run bus services, to say, please, when you see a learner in a school uniform, please pick up that learner, because they might not have a taxi, but they can get into a bus. Please don't charge them and drop them at their nearest exam paper. So, we are lucky that this Afrikaans paper is not a huge paper like English, so we really believe that is a situation that is manageable.
All right, so let's hope that that takes care of most learners. But as you already might be hearing, taxis are not operating. Taxi drivers who are trying to operate are being prevented from doing so. The buses are being stopped. Passengers are being pulled out of those buses. What happens to the learners who do not have a school nearby, who don't get to that exam room within an hour or even 2 hours? What happens to them?
We have flagged this paper with the National Minister, including Umalisi, that this is a paper that we might have difficulty. So which means that if they accept our value proposition, it will mean that the paper might be rewritten for those that didn't write. So there might be a day that can be allocated. Those that didn't make it, they might have to write the paper again.
All right, that's where we'll leave it for now.
Current events, developing stories,
tough questions.
Your voice making a difference.
This is Breakfast with Bongani Bingwa.